Hello and welcome to Bane Plays Kerbal Space Program. I'm Bane Dark Wolf, and I'm a fail at this. I'm a fail horribly, horribly. I'm gonna delete these two saves right here because delete them. Okay, cancel out of that. Start new. We're gonna go with a career mode. We gotta do funds, reputation, and science, but we're gonna go into difficulty options and we're gonna allow stock vessels. The reason and indestructible facilities. I don't feel like blowing up my vehicle assembly building and go, hey, no, screw that. If you don't have enough money to do the vehicle, to rebuild your vehicle assembly building, you're screwed out of doing anything ever again. Flag, we're gonna go with a flag other than the one that it already has. So I kind of like that one. No. Let's see what would be a good one. Too bad they don't have Dinkelberg. Let's go with the Winter Owl AI. And we'll start. How is everybody? This is gonna be fun. Okay, welcome to Space Center. Nice to meet you, Gene Carmen, Flight Director, blah. Space Center, blah, blah. Right click, Space Center, blah, blah. If you need more information, blah, blah. Thanks, I've got it. We're about to have things blow up on us. Alright, mission control. Gather scientific data from Kerbal. We'll do that. Launch our first vessel. We'll do that. You always want to go into mission control before you do an actual flight to make sure there's something you can do. Go into vehicle assembly building. Werner von Kerman, chief blah blah, vehicle blah blah, if you on your left blah blah, components blah, in other words, stuff to build your rocket. If you need more blah blah, training section blah. Got it. Okay. Now, we have two contracts. Gather scientific data, recover or transmit any science experiment data from Kerbal to achieve this goal, and launch first vessel. Alright. We can do these both at the same time. There's that. That's our command pod. We need a parachute. That way we don't go boom when we land. Engines. This is the only engine we got. It's the Flea. I'm going to have a little bit of fun with this. We're going to put 3 of them on. I'm going to put them on. Then I'm going to rotate them. Because I'm going to make them look cool. I'm going to make them do something cool. Make it do something cool. No. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Go in here to science. Those are from a mod that I got that's not working correctly for me for some reason. But mystery goo container. We'll do 4 of those. We'll do 4 of those right here on the rocket engine. Oh. It did 3 because I hit those, but we're going to do that. Now, before we actually take off, parachute on engine stage, parachute on first stage. That monopropellant we don't need. Not yet. So we sit there, click that, and pull that down there. This is going to spin like a top when we launch it, though. So we're going to sit there and we got crew. Who do we got? We got Jeb. Jebediah coming. Come on down. We're going to launch. Jeb being a pilot, he can do things that, the engineer and the scientist can't. One of which is, stabilize the ship. Crew report. Yes, we do that. Then we EVA with Jeb. EVA with Jeb. He's technically flying because he's not, touched down. But that's a good thing because board. All right. Now, actually, no. I need Jeb to go EVA again, so I can take data, store experiments, board, observe mystery goo. All right. Doesn't do much right now. Keep experiment. Now we're going to click on that one so we can use it here in a second. But why not? Just because it's not going to work, but it'll be funny anyways. Now, in 3, 2, 1. Observe mystery goo while flying. Alright. We want to turn. Oh, jeez. See. I kind of want it to go to the water, but, it's not really going to. Here, let's just do that. Because since I had it rotating, it actually acts like a bullet in a rifled barrel. Whenever a bullet leaves a barrel that's been rifled, it turns and it stabilizes. But this is going to take forever to go down. So, time warp. Let's do the time warp. And that's as far as we're going with that. Yeah, we're going to do that. Because it was starting to look freaky just because of how fast I had the time warp going. See, I'll actually be able to get another one from right there. Oh, hopefully the engine don't blow up, because if the engine blows up on landing, that means I lose those, which will suck. Okay. And now, as soon as this lands, there's no reason for it to be. Apparently, this thing's doing. Well, you know what? We're going to redo that. Revert flight to vehicle assembly. Because we're taking those off. Now we launch again. This will be the same flight, technically. Technically speaking, this is the same flight, so we're going to go ahead and observe mystery goo. Crew report. Both of those. EVA. EVA report. Once again, screw up my getting the experiments, because I can take a crew report while I'm flying now. Click on that. Alright. We want to go that way. We want to go towards the water. For one simple reason. That's a different biome and we can get more science data. Observe mystery goo. Ah. Are we over the water? We're over the water. So observe mystery go again. Alright. Let's see how well that works. Now we got that. See, I should have done the SAS or whatever it was. And see, since it's not got those fins on it, it's not got enough weight to drag it down too fast. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, those fins gave it too much weight. And it blew up. Plus, packing with a solid surface. Here, we're going to do a crew report now because we didn't. Observe mystery goo while we're in the water. The goo escapes into the water. And we can go EVA. EVA report from Kerbin's water. Board. And this will actually give us a good amount now that we recover our vessel. We get 2 signs from Kerbin's from the crew report, 1.5 from the launch pad. EVA while flying over Kerbin's shore. That is actually, I think, that. But we got 32.9 science. Our total science is 41. He got an experience point. He's not gained a level yet. Parts. All these parts are money back in our pockets. So we come over here to R&D. Since we got 41.9 science, we want basic rocketry, which gives us 2 new engines and a fuel tank. One of those engines being a liquid fuel. And we want engineering, because we can use a stack decoupler and we get a new science. The next goal, the next goal is actually going to be survivability. Mostly for these two. Radio mount drogue chutes, which means they slow you down quicker. They slow you down before you deploy your main set of chutes. And these, which are radio mount parachutes, which means they can, assist with this parachute. We can sit there and put stuff in here, and it'll survive re-entry better. Stability, actually no, that's what we want first. Stability, so we can get that radial decoupler. Because with a radial decoupler, we can do a lot more stuff. We can make better ships. This goes in the junk. I need to go over here and see though what we got. What do we have? What kind of things does no. Oh yes. Yes, we want to test one of those that landed. Yep, we'll test one of those. Alright, so we'll sit there and we'll do this by the easy way. Command pod. I think that was it. TR-18A. TR-18A. We're going to put one right there. And we need a swivel liquid fuel engine. We're going to put it right there. And we're going to launch. There's no fuel for the liquid fuel engine, so it's not going to actually go up. And the only thing that's actually going to blow is that. Alright. Now, both of those are done. So recover vessel. Alright. And since there wasn't any anything wasted. See? We still got all the parts. We make money off of it. Science, we didn't get any science, but we did get science from one of those missions, from both of those missions. We got a point of science from each one of those. Alright. We got one from that. We can throw that away. We got one from that. We got one from gathering scientific data, launching the first vessel, world first milestones. Yeah. So now we come over here to mission control again. Ooh, splash down. We can do that one. Oh yeah, we can do that one too. That one's gonna be weird, harsh one to try. This is another one of the same thing. That just means that it's, you know, cheap, easy money. But we're gonna do this a different way. Rather than just do it like that one, since we also have the testing the decoupler splash down, we're going to put that down there. Throw a parachute on here. We're going to put a couple fuel tanks on. Do about 3. But I'm actually going to empty out 2 of the fuel tanks, because we don't need that much fuel. Not for what we're about to do. Put a swivel right there. Alright. And we have to test the stack decoupler. Okay. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take 2 of these. 2 of these radial decouplers, put them on. Then we're going to take 2 of the fleas. No, we're not going to use fleas. We're going to use hammers. We're going to use 2 of the hammers. Yes. Yes. There we go. That works. In fact, this is how we're going to do this. No. I want you right here. I'm going to disable these stack decouplers. Disable those in staging. Because we don't want those to be going off. Now, we're going to put a couple of these on here. We're going to move these up here and move this down here, so that when we land in the water, we can just fire these off. Okay, yeah. Okay. Now, we're going to pull that off for a second. We're going to put a Science Junior on here. And I've just noticed something, so we're going to sit there and name this the test rocket. And we're going to save it real quick while we leave the building. Since we have 15 science, we should be able to go in here to research and development and get survivability. And then go back in here. Alright, how many parts do we have? Decouplers attached wrong. Oh, yeah, because there's nothing on top of them. Who cares? Save it like that. Now, since we got that, and since we don't have these two decouplers on the side actually working, actually we need to have that one down there so we can start it up. We're going to also take, now we have more parachutes. We're going to throw a couple of these on the sides of this, on the sides of here. That should be one on the side of each of those. Screw it, let's just do this. Drogue chutes down here. They're going to cause it to slow down a good bit. Then we're going to put some radial mount chutes right here. Yeah, right there. The radial mount we're going to throw right there. Alright. Now, I have that Science Junior attached. I can actually do another one, because I should have enough chutes to where it's going to pull the weight down. Alright. Now, structural, no. Aerodynamics, no, I'm not going to put any of that on it. Actually, I can put a couple of those on it, but I don't want to. Let's light this candle. Well, we're not going to light it. Not yet. We still have a couple of things to do. Observe materials bay. That actually gives us more science than the rest of it. Alright, so we're aiming to go that way. And 3, 2. I kind of want that because I kind of can use that to stabilize this. Yeah. Please do what I want you to do. You know what? We're going to revert the flight. Revert it back to launch, because the launch is actually where we need to be at. Wait. You down here. That's those, and that's those, and those. Okay. Wow, I'm sucking at flying these things today. No. Alright. Now. What in the world? Why am I sucking so badly at getting these things to launch? Oh, I haven't done this. Observe materials bay. Close the doors. Blah. That. Oh, I need you down there. Okay. drogue chutes are out. Those drogue chutes are slowing us down. See? They slowed us down. They've actually made it to where I can safely launch our shuttles. I should have waited. I should have waited. Oh. Oh. Yeah. That's 7 different umbrellas. Or not umbrellas, but parachutes. In fact, if I spin it, you can actually see them start to separate on some of them. I should have saved some fuel for that, which I could have easily done by just throttling this down. It wouldn't have affected the solid fuel. Yeah, if you see these solid fuel rockets, they actually don't matter if the throttle doesn't work with those. I mean, it's like sitting there, you know, taking, say, gunpowder. Gunpowder is gonna be completely different from everything else. Timber. There we go. And now we're splashed down, and we've done all of it. Recover vessel. Recover vessel. All that delicious, delicious science. Which means we can get general rocketry, because we got 29.7. Bigger fuel tank, an actual solid full fuel booster instead of the hammer. Ooh, the hammer. No. The thumper. Even better is, where is it? Here, the kickback. Or is there one in here? No. Is there one in here? No. But I want that engine. Oh yeah, nuclear propulsion. That's about like the weakest engine in the game for a large rocket, but it's great for, it's very efficient fuel wise. See, I don't actually have all the general knowledge that you would need to do real rocketry work. I never learned that stuff. Should have. That would have been cool. This is probably the next one I want to go for, because not that, I don't care about that. Battery packs, thermometer, radiator panels, and nobody cares about that. But it also opens up the press map barometer, that storage container, photovoltaic cell panels, a bigger battery bank, and all this other cool stuff. That's actually a better probe anyways. Miniaturization, I have still not figured out anything to do for miniaturization. Lander cam. Inline stabilizer, in other words, it's a reaction wheel. Monopropellant. If you're going to use monopropellant, you don't really want to use the linear port. You'd rather use the thruster block, because that way you can actually have better control. This is more along the lines of, I'm going to push it down. That's a large monopropellant tank. Vernier engine. Reaction wheel. Avionics hub. I have no clue. This gives you a mobile processing lab, which I really kind of want. Mobility enhancer. Mobility enhancer. Ladders. Precision engineering. Advanced electrics. I've actually never gotten anything this high. But I do believe that might be just about enough. Ooh, parachute in flight. I might be able to do that one. Jet engine. I can do that. Oh. Alright. See, this is going to be the big one to get. But one of the things I want to do whenever I have enough money is I want to get this tracking station where it shows, where it says, oh, tracking station will now show patched conics, which is a second level. Patched conics visible in map. And then if you have mission control over here, level 2, tracking station upgrade for flight planning, meaning that instead of sitting there and having to figure everything out in my head, which I'm no good at, I can actually set up different orbit. I can actually like set it up to go into space, fly into space, and then set up a point in space to start an orbit, to start going into orbit. But I do believe that has been enough of this. This has been Bane Darkwolf and Kerbal Space Program. Thank you. Have a good day.